What year is this? Are we back in the 90s? We got Shaq. We got Shaq on the track. Yo, I'm here for it. We checking this joint out. We got Coyote, Shaq, and B Real. Song called Practice. I know who B Real is. I know who Shaq is. Who the hell is Coyote? Let's check it out. I'm intrigued. Let's go.
What are we talking about? Practice?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, I got the AI quote. What are we talking about? Practice? Not a game. Not a game. We talking about practice, man. Let's go.
What are we talking about? Practice?
Yeah, with other brown boy reppin' and steppin' like he was steppin' behind the three when he wet him. Golden States when I'm reppin', California rep your section, Los Angeles grab your weapon, gunner Johnson Smith and Wesson, protection from my profession. I'm not trying to be a casualty to R.I.P. Dead rappers' faces painted on the fresh white tee. It's all I see. 1 down multiplied by 3. They be like, you not really outside. That's fine by me. We the hardest rappers coming out of LAC.
That's
we
facts.
The same exact city, dog, but you not me. I can't hang out with no man that don't raise his seed. Look how he do his flesh and blood, how he gon' do me? Reporting live from the body, or ever since I was snotty nose, I had a pile of hoes that let me stick it where they potty goes. I'm like Vominos, reppin' for Mexicanos, Chicanos, we throwin' manos, these vatos finally professional, it's practice.
iPhone ringing, I think it's Destiny calling. A pool of money, power, respect, and I'm cannonballing, so appalling. I ain't signing shit, these labels lowballing. I'm better off eyeballing, A-ball, stick the protocolin'. Double barrel sawed off, call me Jigsaw, I'm pissed off, cause I'm currently going through a withdrawal. 3 a.m. shirt stained with some lip gloss. If this life's a video game, then meet the last boss. Bust down Blizzard, named by my clientele. They not really addicts, they just like the way it smell. I took my options and I weighed them on that fishy scale. Now I'm flipping more quarters than a wishing well. I got on by this strand smacking like a chancla. I've been burning like a llanta, always lighting up the planta. For respect, I put this cold steel to your panza. All I needed was a chance, now nobody me aguanta. It was
Wait, so is Coyote a group? And 2 dudes? Or is it 3 dudes? Might be 3 dudes.
We're talking about practice, man.
Hopping out of Decepticon is the Megalodon, a king among peasants above the rest of the steps I'm on. You're ripping wrong, I up the echelon when I check upon the record's on. Before it's a weapon drawn, they respect the dawn. You next to gone, a dangerous lane you should exit on. Ferraris, Bugattis, all in my lexicon. This ain't a calendar you can catch up on. We eat on a boat when the captain net the prawns. CD and Roman, we took the jet to cons. We skied in Poland and then we head to Prague. Money be growing like all my net to blob. The paper keep running, but it don't never jog. You can never be credible for these levels of revenue that he peddles, the pebbles blue. These bezels, a model Cooper, the jets, and a bear loot that he settles for better loses. A vet who was bred a root to these metals, I'm gone.
Yo, is Shaq really writing this? I always wondered if he wrote his shit back in the day. But is he writing this shit now? I don't know. I gotta say, like, that verse was cool. I'm gonna be honest with Shaq. Look, Shaq, I'm gonna be cool. I'm just gonna be honest with you. You was rhyming. I just don't know if I was feeling that shit, man. I don't know. All I could hear is that song you had, I Can't Stand the Rain. Oh, is it? No. You Can't Stand the Rain. No. When it starts to fall. When it starts to fall. That was Shaq's joint back in the day. That shit was fire. Shaq was spitting on that. That verse, I'm gonna have to play Shaq's verse back since I'm trashing him. I'm gonna have to play it back. I don't know. I'm trashing it because I was hoping for a fire ass verse. And that first listen on that verse, it was cool. I was having a hard time following along because his bars where he was rhyming with was so like quick. It wasn't like a build up to the You know, he just kept on hitting the rhyme quicker than, I don't even know how to explain it. Let's go.
Pens above the rest of the step.
That's not the beginning. Here we go.
We talking about practice, man.
Hopping out of Decepticon is the Megalodon. A king among pens above the rest of the steps. I'm all you're ripping wrong. I up the echelon when I check upon the records on before it's a weapon drawn. They respect the dawn. You next to gone, a dangerous lane you should exit on. Ferraris, Bugattis, all in my lexicon. This ain't a calendar you can catch up on. We eat on a boat when the captain net the prawns. CD and Roman, we took the jet to cons. Then skiing in Poland and then we head to Prague. Money be growing like all my net to blob. The paper keep running, but it don't never jog. You can never be credible for these levels of revenue that he peddles, the pebbles blue. These bezels, a model Cooper, the jets, and the bear loot that he settles from better loses. A vet who was bred a root to these metals. I'm gone.
That's what it was. It's the last like 4 bars, 6 bars that I'm having a hard time catching up with. But I bet you, I feel like when I do understand what the hell he's saying, I'm gonna be impressed. That's my gut feeling I have when I hear it the second time. Because so what I was saying about him rhyming so quick, like it wasn't necessarily that. It was his bars were, I don't know how to explain it, but his whole lead up to the punchline, everything the way he wrote it was rhyming. Oh man. I feel like it was too much, Shaq. That's what I'm trying to say. It was too much, even though it was on point. That shit was on point, but I feel like it's too much. Maybe I'm looking for something that shouldn't be on this song, period. Maybe I shouldn't have expected that from Shaq because the way these other dudes is rapping. Oh, there is 3 dudes in Coyote. There they go right there. These dudes ain't rapping like that slow rap. They're rapidy rapping, it seems like. That's what Shaq was trying to do. Rapidy rap it. And he did a damn good job of that because his cadence and his rhyming was matching up with every next bar at the same cadence. And it's like the beginning half of it was rhyming with the beginning half of the next one. And then obviously the end would rhyme because that's where you rhyme at. Like and he was just quicker with it. I don't know, I just wasn't ready for that verse, Jack. But you came through with the big old chain. What was that? I couldn't even see what the chain said. Shaq what? Shaq Diesel? Shaq O'Neal. And if there's something underneath that I can't quite see. Ah, here we go. Shaq. O'Neal boys. Moneybag O'Neal boys.
The cons, then skiing in Poland and then we head to Prague. Money be growing like all my net to blob. The paper keep
Right
running,
here.
but it don't never jog.
Right here.
You can never be credible for these levels of revenue that he peddles, the pebbles blue. These bezels, a model Cooper, the jets, and the bear loot that he settles from better loses. A vet who was bred a root to these metals. I'm gone.
If I listen to that 2 more times, that shit is not gonna leave my head. I gotta keep moving on. I trashed Shaq's verse and now I'm like really liking it. That's how this shit works, man. That's how it works. Let's keep going. Hold on, I need to give homie some lead up without pausing right before his shit.
Jets and a bear loot that he settles from better loses. A vet who was bred a root to these metals. I'm gone.
1,000 hours, the flowers you get is power. Smoking these motherfuckers like sour. It's the 5 towers given the clinic. Don't ever try to mimic the movement. Just follow the rhythmic patterns and paragraphs. You can do it. Pick up a gem from them boys. You hemorrhoids are pain in the asses. No friends, boys. So enjoy the 15 minutes you're giving. We peeling you out. Driven and living, crashing cups and spilling you out. Celebrating the win, never hesitating to get it in. We flexing, what's next? Another spin, see the grin on my face. It's taking up space in your mind, left an impression, requesting the lesson to shine. Witness the obvious dominance, the blacksmith forging the flow. What you don't know is practice. Look at the stats, known to be the killer of tracks, killers of wax, microphones and weed sacks.
It's that mercenary
B Real is cool. B Real is cool. I wasn't the biggest Cypress Hill fan. coming up. Although I did like a couple of their songs, a few of their songs. You know, I did like a few of their joints, but I never went deep and listened to their whole albums or any of that stuff. But I can appreciate some you know some old school dudes still being able to do it. Like it ain't shit, ain't nothing to it but to do it. You know, so I still put respect on B Real's name. Oh, his hat says the Alcoholics.
The flow, what you don't know is practice. Look at the stats, known to be the killer of tracks, killers of wax, microphones and weed sacks.
It's that mercenary. Talking about practice, man. We talking about practice. We talking about practice.
Not a
We
game.
talking about the game.
Not the game.
We talking about practice, man.
Not a game. We talking about practice. Yeah, I like that Iverson cut in there. I like that. Um, the song's dope. Like it's dope. I never heard of those dudes, Coyote. They came in and spit. Jack came in and did his thing. Be Real, close it out. Hey, I did get a comment. Somebody, when I just seen this on my feed, I was like, oh, Shaq. I was like, wait, somebody told me that Shaq had a song, and I don't know if this was the song that person was telling me in the comments. But when I seen this just now, I had no plans on doing this song. I just went, I came on, was ready to do a reaction to something else, went on my YouTube, and I saw this. I'm like, oh, I got to react to this right now. So that's how I stumbled upon this one. But I think, if I'm not mistaken, somebody else told me that Shaq had a song featured, well, with some other people. He was on he was the feature on somebody else's song again, but I didn't write down what song that was, so I just stumbled upon this one. If Shaq is really coming back and spitting and having more songs and shit, I need to know. Y'all need to tell me. I might have to go check out more Shaq. Like I say, I like his old school shit from 90s. You know? But yeah. Yo, hit that like, hit that subscribe, guys. I'll get back to you with another one. Peace.